Hi, my name is Wi-Fi, and I found a strange channel while I was scrolling in YouTube. It's called Gaming 67, and I want you to see it. The video starts off with Gaming 67 opening, showing some oddities in his world. Then he shows us a book, a weird house, and a massive hole. You know what else is back? Game C7 continues to break some blocks. But did you catch that? It's Morse code, which means it's a clue. If we translate that to Morse code, that means 64, and back to Morse code, we got a Google Drive link, and we got two videos, but I don't have the footage because it crashed in my car crash. So the video starts with a basic introduction to a world. Nothing really too weird, but that's just the first part of the video. Faulty mic, I mean to say, but see, it cut me off. Come on, I just want to record this video. It's working. Continuing the next part of the video, Game 67 cuts down a tree. See, Gaming 67 is stuck in science, which is very, very weird. See, Gaming 67 is a very stupid person, which means he can type very fast, which means skill issue. You may laugh at Gaming 67 because he's very bad at typing. See, Gaming 67 saw a big hole in his world. But that's normal, because in all my worlds, there was a missing chunk. See, Gaming 67 saw a big diamond vein and proceeds to fill a leather clutch and falls into the void. The film cuts to Gaming 67 fighting a zombie. Skipping ahead, Gaming 67 survives to morning. Gaming 67 goes to see the hole and pauses to stare at the hole for a while. Gaming 67 proceeded to mine birds, and he proceeded to throw the birds down the hole. Deserved! But later, Gaming 67 slips and fell down the hole. This is where things get really weird. Instead of spawning near the mountain, Gaming 67 gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Gaming 67 starts going around the cave, searching. Exploring the cave around and around. Then, something happened. was that there must be a creature who's after gaming happened. So, what does he do now? On the second video, it continues where it left off. Gaming 67 in the middle of the sea. He begins to swim around. He begins on walking around, and later he makes a sign to communicate with us. Wow, way to go, Sherlock. Gaming 37 began running away from the body of water into a cherry blossom forest. Suddenly, the time of day changed, and when Gaming 37 looks back, he saw a floating block in the sky. But it was more than a block. It was a door. Wow. Epic sound effects 101. Gaming 67 began collecting blocks and logs to craft into planks, to later build a tower to reach the floating door. Sadly, it wasn't enough to reach the door, so what did Game 67 do? Well, he gets diamond blocks to finish off the tower. Game 67 got teleported into a room of bedrock with a sign in the middle. It has a fairly simple math question. What's 2 plus 2? So, Gaming answers 5. Wait. Then changes it to 4. But nothing happened. After writing the sign, he begins to look back and starts wondering, what if he breaks through the door? Gaming breaks the concrete, but not right now because I said it way too early, because it's gonna happen right now. On the other side is a birch room, which is completely unmineable, and refuses to enter the birch room, which is completely understandable. But then Andrew gets teleported into the birch room, which is torture for any birch haters. Andrew explains that he can't mine or break or touch birch. Gaming 67 is clearly scared of the birch, which also means I'm scared too. So, Gaming 67 did what he did best, aka cheat and summon TNT to blow up the room. Then, Gaming 67 quotes Birch. He reasonably leaves the world as fast as he could because holding Birch is an atrocious crime. Then, the video cuts. Then Gaming 67 brings Birch, which as any reasonable player does. And then lightning struck. He burns the birch. And then he runs off into the distance, running from this monster, and he reaches the birch forest, standing in total shock. 67 ran away far from the birch forest. Window 67 thought it was night, so he began to dug the Then he dug out, seeking the morning sun. Then he realized he was in a birch forest. He begins to run to a storage platform in the middle of a cave and decides to jump. Gaming 67. Gaming 67 opens the door and enters. He stumbles in the dark and saw a birch shrine. It was a hideous sight. Gaming 67 was afraid and stunned of the hideous sight. Well, he said he wasn't coward. Then he turned around. What was that? I didn't add the blur. It was already there in the video. So, what is that? And why was it after him? Gaming 67 begins to climb the mountain in fear of whatever he saw. Then Gaming 67 grabs a book from his inventory and writes the book we saw from the beginning, which should not be possible unless they're not the same person. Then who are we watching? Then he sees the sun for one last time before jumping off the cliff. And that's the last video of Game 67. That's the last we ever heard from him. Many questions unanswered. I guess we'll never know. Or there is an answer that no one knows except for me. Yes, I, the great mastermind Wi-Fi, have figured something out. See, their gameplay styles are very, very similar. They're all similar indeed that they might be the same person. That's just a speculation though. But there might be an answer for that answer. Yes! See, their gameplay styles are so similar, but if they're the same, how would they forget their own world, their own creation? Unless they have dementia. Yes, and if you look in the book and capitalize all the uncapitalized letters and capitalize the capitalized letters, you will get Morse code. And Morse code is Morse code. Translate that, it's a cry for help. I, Wi-Fi, there's something else no one ever knew. Something dark, mysterious, yes. But if you check this out, you can translate their Gaming 67 YouTube channel profile into Morse code, then to page 64, then Caesar cipher, and then to Uranus. Yeah, you would get the Morse code, which is super secret Morse code. They only know, they only I know. Twelve years alone. Let me die. Ever known. 12 years, 12 years, 12 years more. 12 then add the 5, remove the 5, and add minus 5, I get 0, but then 0 is not the answer. You have nothing left.
Wi-Fi, just take your bath already. It's 1 a.m.
Never in 100 years.
Fine. We're gonna do it the hard way, since you insisted. Yeah. Come here, little Wi-Fi. This will hurt a lot.
No.
Here. Come on, I don't know that.